We really must focus on the program you have built at Pepperdine. I don't say that in any kind of a mocking way. Number one in the country, U.S. News and World Report. And I know the program, and I'll disclose to our viewers that my bias towards it. But tell me about it. Tell me what the design of that program was for you, and what you're most pleased with, as you have every right to be, as being quality.
Well, we went to Pepperdine in 1986 from Willamette University in Salem, Oregon. And the connection between the two was really a Pepperdine professor who saw what we were doing at Willamette because he was a graduate of Willamette and was reading the alumni books that came through. And the choice given to me in 1986 was, would you like to continue looking at your parking lot in Salem, Oregon, or maybe have a view over the Pacific here in Malibu? And actually my first office did look over the Pacific, so they delivered on that promise. Went to Pepperdine and...
How long did you think about it? I just want to know.
Well, we'd actually negotiated for almost a year. And that is significant because I had spent 2 years trying to bring a faculty into this world at Willamette. And before I started that task again, I thought, this is the time to negotiate some of the parameters of that. So it might be a little bit easier the second time. Came to Pepperdine and basically had two objectives. One was to broaden the curriculum so that students who were going through our particular law school would be trained with a broader group of skills. And so there's kind of a core objective in the law school curriculum with our traditional law school students. And the second objective really was to say, can we as a law school be influential and provide national or even international leadership as this whole field of dispute resolution develops? And of course, looking at it from back there, we didn't know what that leadership was. We didn't know where that would go. But as time has gone on, it's been a wonderful journey, and we've had wonderful opportunities and worked with wonderful colleagues across the country.
What distinguishes your approach to this field that you might offer?
Well, I think the tagline we often use is that we looked at Pepperdine and decided that we would spend our time translating theory into practice. Mm-hmm. And there were a couple of reasons for that. One is colleagues at a number of other institutions that were older, more established institutions that were more research-focused. Were doing a wonderful job of what they were doing, writing, thinking, publishing, all of that. Pepperdine's a very young school. The law school is barely 30 years old. And so to try to do the same thing that Harvard was doing, or Ohio State, or Missouri, didn't make much sense to me. Mm-hmm. Pepperdine also has a tinge of entrepreneurial spirit about it, part of it because it's just much, much younger. And so I sensed there was a platform there to say, let's look at this, but can we be helpful to the profession, the legal profession, the mediation profession, whoever it might be, in taking what might be more theoretical and making it very, very practical. So if you look at the Masters Forum that happens every summer, you look at the Professional Skills Program that will bring people this year from probably 27, 28, 29 states and a half dozen foreign countries. When you look at all these programs that people feed into, I think they primarily come looking for that information that's going to allow them to take this into the worlds they live and work in. And they're not all professional mediators. Mm-hmm. We work with, in our programs, ministers and physicians and teachers and counselors, lots of different people, some of whom are going into this professionally, many of whom are taking these skills and going right back into the profession that they've been in and are going to continue to be in.